playoffs, but only one can advance.
Yeah, this tourney can kind of sneak up on you. Suddenly, the intensity is much higher, and so are the stakes.
So the New York starting five, we've got Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Brunson in at the point. New York with the ball. Bridges outside. Brunson against Ball. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist from Bridges.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Banchero outside. Screen by Howard. Banchero against Hart. And it's Banchero missing. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Shoots over Connect. Brunson no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
Bridges outside. Anunoby is screen on Howard. For three, Bridges, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass the ball. Here's Connect. And a miss there on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
The first one falls.
It's so crucial for Hart to get to the line, establish some confidence. He's solid from there. But I think it sometimes gets his perimeter game going.
And he makes both free throws. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Celtics. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Banchero. Last game we saw him score 14. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Here's Brunson. He had 25 points last game. Shoots over Ball. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his second basket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Banchero. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Now, Anunoby. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Bridges for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Howard. And here is Ball. Banchero left side. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Hornets. Back to Brunson. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Howard kicks the ball. Pass to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Ayton missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Anunoby passes to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Brunson right side. Back to Anunoby. Here's Hart. Misses the 3. And here's Banchero. They'll bring it up for the Magic. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
And the 3 ball is good. Brunson's got 9.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Pass to Banchero. Outside, Ball. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Knicks leading by 3. Hart kicks to Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for 1 more.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the 2nd first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson. Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Miles McBride.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Towns, the pass to Hart. Brunson, right side. The kick out to Towns. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to connect. Ayton with it. Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Brunson. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Bol, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Howard. Both free throws good from Bridges. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Bol. Orlando moving the ball around. Ayton in the high post. A fader. Rebounded by Hart. And it's the Knicks with the ball. And he converts the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Not stopping on his way in, Hart going through the defense.
And the Magic shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Bol kicks to Black. 3-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Chalk up 2 there.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to connect. And here is Ayton, defended by Towns. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Connect. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Heading to the court, it's time to get loud for your 407 speed.
Filipowski, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And a switcher also for New York. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bridges. Now McBride. No scoring in this one. Pass to Brunson. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
They set the screen. Now connect. Here's Filipowski. Over Carter. The baseline jumper goes down.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Black grabs the board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Ball. A big-time producer. Currently, he's averaging 25 points a game. And it's all evened up.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Brunson. 14 points for him. Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to connect. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Bull. Can't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Baker, who's checked in for the Magic. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Jalen Brunson. Well, Orlando shooting 45% for the field early. Here's Baker, defended by Towns. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Knicks shooting 47% here so far. Bridges, no one around him. The offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. They double him with Wiggins. Orlando moving the ball around. That puts them in the lead. Connects. Got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Magic.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
For 3, Bridges. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
To the middle. Here's Filipowski. And a missed layup. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic out in front, up by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Carter. Bridges out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, he might be as old school a center as you're going to find. Ayton thriving in close now.
Carter up top. Back to Bridges. Pass to McBride. Connects from three-point range. McBride's got it all tied up now for New York.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Connect with it. Beyond the arc. Carter pulls it in. Wiggins surveying the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Free throw good, Wiggins. The Magic making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Black. And it's Connect in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Connects. Got 9.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Johnson kicks to Carter. Here's McBride. Carter outside. Back to McBride. 5 to shoot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. McBride's got 5 points now this quarter. Down low and stolen by Wiggins. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Johnson's shot is off. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Black the pass to Ayton. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Here's McBride. 5 points in the game. Anunoby finds Wiggins. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Howard with it. He had 16 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Driving to the basket. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That's good from Howard. And so Howard nails both of them. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get ready, everyone. See yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Let's see those dance moves.
check out DeAndre Ayton for?
A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Carter. Now Bridges shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Ball, a screen on Bridges. Here's Black, defended by Bridges. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
And Ayton throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Ball with the bucket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Wiggins. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Bridges shot. Good.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass to Howard. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Towns, he's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Ayton. 17 points in his last outing. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks trail by 3. A floater, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Black, and it's in there. Black's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Towns for 3. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's McBride. He's got 5. Carter with a screen on Ball. Here's McBride. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now that we have a moment, we see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. In third, the Knicks.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And McBride drops them both. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Ball. He has 5. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Amazing just how trusted Brunson is with the basketball.
Ball dishes to Ayton. Here's Black. And he's good on the 3 ball. Black's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now, here's Bridges. He's coming off a 28-point game against Charlotte.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known. His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Bridges passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Out to the right wing. Towns against Ayton. Banchero trying to get open. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Filipowski, he's checked in for Black. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for New York. Ayton hits them both. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing here by 8. They host the Spurs after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Shoots over Ball. And Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball. Timing the rejection perfectly.
Ayton against Towns. 2 points. That one goes. And now a 12-point Orlando lead.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And so it's New York with it, following the 3-pointer by Orlando. New York moving the ball around, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. McBride's got 12 now in this quarter. Outside, Ball. Pass to Ayton. Banchero trying to get open. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bol comes in for Banchero. And it's Connect in for Howard. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Wiggins is checked in. Knicks trail by 11. Brunson outside. Carter sets the pick for Brunson. Inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
Brunson, a nice feed. That's just good offense.
Orlando's gone 4-7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. For 3. And there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his second foul of the game. Baker, he's checked in for the Magic. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Wiggins. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride. New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Bridges outside. Puts up a 3. They get it again. And then Carter with the jam.
How about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
Ball, the pass to Filipowski. There's Baker. He's guarded by Anunoby. The Magic again can't hit. Knicks trail by 7. Bridges outside. Pass to Anunoby. Launches a 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
3 ball is what makes Anunoby such a threat on offense.
Ball, the pass to Baker. Over Carter. It's the outside fadeaway.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Anunoby outside. It's Hart on the wing. Bridges outside. No good on the 3.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now Carter, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Clock at 4. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And we talk often about Ball's scoring ability, but they're nice dime from the big fella.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Back to Brunson. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Anunoby outside. Fires for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up. What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
Better defense. We keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So if we don't play defense, we can't win.
And we'll see if your guys can stick to the script better in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Orlando Magic.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. In the West, Anthony Edwards.
How about the Ant-Man's tenacity of late? One of the most consistently productive guys in the league. No surprise he comes out with this award.
And incredibly talented, the former #1 overall pick. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Orlando leading by 6. Banchero out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Connect. Then there's Howard. And it's Ball in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
First team foul.
Ayton a screen on Brunson. Ball kicks to Banchero. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And, guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Second team foul. At the line for Orlando, Paolo Banchero. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Knicks trail by 9. Bridges passes to Towns. Towns a screen on Howard. Bridges against Howard. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 10.
More signs of Bridges' hard work in the offseason paying off in his jump shot.
Brunson against Ball. Howard with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Howard, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's New York with it. The Magic getting the bucket. Pass to Hart. Fires the 3. Good on the triple.
Scoring in rhythm there. Great to see Hart shoot it without holding back.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Ayton against Towns. Step back shot. Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. Here's Hart from downtown. Offensive rebound. Brunson finds Bridges. And stolen by Ayton. And here is Ball. He has 7. Connect with it. Now Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Howard dishes to Ayton. Howard in the post. He's guarded by Anunoby. Howard misses.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. a change here. Black's checked in. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been draining everything they've put up this month. The Magic in third.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
Now connect. He's got 9. Here's Ayton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size, Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
The free throw drops for Ayton. Carter, he's checked in for the Knicks. Ayton hits them both. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson from outside the arc. The deep three by Brunson.
Well, Brunson just doing it from everywhere on the floor. He can do damage from all over the court.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Now Brunson, after Paolo Banchero misses from long range.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Ayton wide open. Once again off the mark, Orlando. New York with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Bridges. Misses off the right iron. And here's Banchero. They'll bring it up for Orlando. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Ayton.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
Here's Anunoby following the three-pointer by Orlando. Bridges misses.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Ayton attacking. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Fourth team foul. At the line for one, DeAndre Ayton.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Knicks trail by 9. Brunson outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Back to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Unloads. And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Brunson.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Ayton. There's the drive. Left, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now, here's Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
And the first one drops. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Baker, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Cole comes in for Banchero. And it's Filipowski in for Howard.
Anunoby, one of those star players in the league that you don't really look at the numbers to see how he impacts the game overall. It's the intangibles that make him special.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Mikal Bridges checked in for Anunoby. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for LaMelo Ball?
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Murphy, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. Here's Carter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 8 points for Wendell Carter.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
To the paint, Bridges with the steal. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Here's Black. He's got 13. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson. The Magic have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. There's Baker, defended by Carter. Back to Baker. 5 on the clock. Carter pulls it in. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Brunson finds Bridges for the lead. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Black. 15 points in the game. There's the pick. That 3 off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Brunson. Here's the 3. Got a piece of it. Here's Filipowski. He has 5. Over to the left wing. To the left wing. Here's Black. Lets it go from deep. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Hart with it. Working on Black. Here's Brunson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Brunson, one of those guys who's just rugged at that guard position, able to throw his body around.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
No good on that one.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Orlando. And New York with a change here, too. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hart. He hits the second from the line.
And how about JB? Jalen Brunson, since that free agent move in 2022, really raising the level of his play.
Here's Filipowski. He has 5. Pass to Baker. To the inside. Here's Bull. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Magic lead by 3.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Bull against Wiggins. Brunson adds a 2-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Brunson's got 34. 1:15 left in the third. Ball with the bucket.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
There's the lob to Bridges. And Bull sends it back.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Lebowski passes the ball. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Carter with a screen on Ball. And here's Brunson outside. Carter kicks to Brunson. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. McBride's got 15.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Pass the ball. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. To the middle. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wiggins.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Magic lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Defensively, it's too easy down there. Too easy. Keep the ball in front. Challenge shots. Long rebound. Large. You got to get to the elbow.
The defense is so important to him, and he's not seeing it from his squad right now.
Lackluster. And you know, Kevin, that's not going to sit well with Coach Tipp.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And New York, looking at who they've got. Towns is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Towns, banked in off the glass.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Ball, the pass to Banchero. There's Baker, defended by Towns. There's Baker. Pass to Black. Shoots over Johnson. Wiggins with the rebound.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Johnson finds Wiggins. Now McBride. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Baker. Off target from three-point range. Knicks trail by 5. Wiggins outside. Back to McBride. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction. A prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
One is off.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
So for the Magic, Andre Ayton's checked in for Baker. And it's Howard in for Black. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Banchero inside. Johnson's there. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. That's good from Anunoby. Both free throws good from Anunoby. Magic leading by 3. Pass to connect. Banchero outside. Ayton against Towns. Ayton kicks the ball. Here's Banchero. Offline with his 3.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's McBride. And right through it goes.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Banchero. Another miss by Orlando.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Anunoby passes to McBride. Back to Anunoby. To take the lead, and it's good on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Excellent focus from Anunoby. Wasn't going to let that bump get to his head.
Pass to Howard. Ball sets a screen for Howard. And the shot goes in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. New York making a change here. Hart's checked in, and while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Howard against Johnson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Banchero. A pull-up. Pass to connect. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's 11 points for Dalton Connect. McBride passes to Johnson. There's the three. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Hart. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. The Magic have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Ayton. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Towns, no luck. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Banchero and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
A different look for New York. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Bridges outside. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Bridges with it. Brunson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over ball. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Brunson's got 36.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
Connect sets a screen for Howard. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Ayton's got 33. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Ball. And the call will be against Dalton Connect. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York.
Number 2, Miles McBride.
That shot off the mark. Good D by Howard. Banchero outside. Sinks that one from the post. And now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Wiggins with it, and it's Howard picking him up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Towns is checked in for Miles McBride.
Number 32, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Knicks trail by 3. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Shoots over Ball. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 38 points.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Banchero draws the double. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The Magic making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Three from the inbound. Knocks down the three ball. Ayton's got 36.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Here's Brunson. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Shooting for New York, Jalen Brunson.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Orlando moving the ball around. Down low. The kick out to Ball. Off target from outside. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by one. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Ayton. Misses off the left iron. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's the floater. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Ball, the pass to Howard. Now Ayton, defended by Hart. Fires it up. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Howard. Ayton's got 38 points.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense and finishing strong.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson outside. Towns kicks to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Out to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To tie it up. Hart, no good. Magic leading by 3. Here's Filipowski. Good on the three-point shot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Brunson. And the dunk by Brunson.
Oh, huge moment from J.B. Brunson knocking it down.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Ball. Pass to Howard. Back to Ball. Fires top of the key. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
Now here's Brunson. And here is Hart. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Ball. Pass to Banchero. Banchero draws the double. Ball no good. Knicks trail by 3. Anunoby outside. To the paint. Here's Towns. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
Now here's Ayton. Shoots over Towns. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Brunson's a little smaller guard, but he'll get in there and tussle with the big boys.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Ayton. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Anunoby passes to Brunson. From 11 feet away. Good on the shot. Brunson's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Towns. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brunson outside. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
So a close game sees New York take this one. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinals. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks.
check, I be sprinting to a profit. Do numbers when I want, I'm a cop.
And preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should... Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special... A battle of... Bigman, grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. They've got Connect. LaMelo Ball is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Down low, here's Banchero, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Reeves against Levine. DeRozan right side. Jacks up a three. Drops in the three.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Ball. Let's go with a three. On target from range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Outside, Williams.
On defense, Banchero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
Ayton with a screen. Pass to Connect. And here's Reeves. Here's Ayton. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Magic have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Banchero outside. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Ellis. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's DeRozan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And Richard, throughout his career, DeMar DeRozan has such an easy time finding ways to score.
He knows how to get to his spots on the floor, B.A. You have to do your work early against DeRozan because he is a midi master. If you let him move freely, he will J you to death.
And Caro no good. And Levine has got the ball here for the Kings. Trailing by 4. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Timeout called. Sacramento.
Fans, your 9-1-6 crew. Let's hear it.
Now at a few years worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for LaMelo Ball.
And his assist numbers have been dropping over the past few years. Not a good trend. Perhaps he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot and not seeing the rest of the court.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Magic leading by 4. Now here's Ayton. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
DeRozan down low, and it's Connect with a rebound. The Magic have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Ball passes to Banchero. Ball with it. Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Pass to Ellis. Here's DeRozan. Fires from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 7 points in the game.
Year after year, DeRozan gives you that steady scoring presence. You can count on him to get his numbers.
Now here's Reeves. Ball surveys the floor. The 3 from Ayton. And rebounded by Zach LaVine.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Ellis. DeRozan against Reeves. And that one's good. DeRozan.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Orlando leading by 4. Ball passes to Ayton. Back to Ball. Got a piece of it. There's the 3. And Ayton gets the 3.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. LaVine passes to Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan, a screen on Banchero. Williams misses. The Magic have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Ball outside. The shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And Ayton gets it to go.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Timeout called. The Kings. Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Orlando. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another.
And looking at Orlando, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Buries it from 3.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Kings trail by 12. And for a franchise that was down for so long, it must be nice to be a Kings fan these days, RJ.
Brian, the team has a strong core and direction consistently in the postseason mix. It is a breath of fresh air for Kings fans who have endured the previous 2 decades.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Orlando. DeRozan outside. Shot clock at 5. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
So difficult to shoot over. Ayton proving it with that rejection.
Here's Banchero. It's good. Banchero's got his second bucket of the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Outside Levine. Pass to Monk. On the wing, DeRozan. Off target with the 3. Orlando leading by 11. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
That's the kind of toughness from Ayton that they want to see inside. Not backing down when things get physical.
That's good from Ayton. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sacramento. Murray comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Williams with the screen. Here's Levine for 3. Hits the trifecta.
You can see the work Levine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Pass to Filipowski. Inside. Here's Banchero. And Williams over to help. Here's Filipowski. And it's ball off the drive. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bol, he's checked in for Orlando.
LaMelo Ball, 1 shot.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
And here's Levine. His last outing, he had 20. And a miss there on the triple.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to Bol. To the left side wing. Here's Ayton. Cans it from the wing. Ayton's got 13.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Levine. It's hauled in by the Magic. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Pass to Monk. They need this. And he drops it in from the low post. Monk's got his second basket.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with Levine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
Ball outside. Now Bol. Williams defending. Ball outside. Here's Bol. Off target from outside. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. 15-point game. Valanciunas passes to Levine. Williams on the wing. Back to Levine. Pass to Murray. Here's Valanciunas. Is covered by Ayton. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Such a wide open look. Give him 8 points now.
What makes Monk so effective offensively is that he's equally comfortable operating on or off the ball.
Ayton finds ball, shoots over Monk. Ball no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Murray passes to Williams. Outside Levine. Three-pointer. Orlando with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Ball outside. Beyond the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 12. Outside Levine. Outside Murray. Up top Levine. And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Connect is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Baker in at center. Monk passes to Schroeder. Back to Monk. Valanciunas with a screen on Reeves. Monk for three. Drains the triple. Monk's got 11.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Reeves. Banchero outside. This one for three. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Responding nicely with his own three, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Reeves against Monk. Outside Murray. Outside Monk. Fades away. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
We expect good offense from Monk, and he's playing with a lot of energy to make sure he delivers it.
Banchero outside. And again, it's the magic from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Reeves, the pass to Black. Banchero, the screen. Pass to connect. The three is up. Here's Black. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Black's got his first points of the night.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Timeout call, the Kings. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Ellis is checked in for Schroeder. Now that we have a chance, let's check out the teams that are scoring the most points off turnovers. Orlando in second.
And if you turn the ball over when you play this team, you're going to regret it. They just have a knack for knowing how to capitalize off other teams' mistakes.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now DeRozan. 9 points in the game, 4 on the clock. Floats one up. Oh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
Pass to Banchero. And he drives in. Good D by Murray.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Ellis. Still without a bucket. Monk passes to Ellis. The three from Valanciunas. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
To the paint. Outside Reeves. Launches it. Rebound by Sacramento. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to DeRozan. Now Valanciunas. Baker grabs the board. And Banchero with it. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago. Good D by Murray. Kings trail by 13. It's Monk on the wing. He's covered by Reeves. It's deflected. Here's Black. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Outside Reeves. Here's Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Sacramento has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
The Kings have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Outside Monk. Pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen. Ellis. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And there's the rejection. Monk passes to DeRozan. Banchero against Monk. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Connect, defended by Murray. From downtown, Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Murray. Fires from deep. Orlando with a rebound. Baker's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Monk against Reeves. Here's Ellis. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-pointer. Ellis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to connect. Reeves with the ball. Banchero outside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Monk. Valanciunas sets a screen. And the basket by Monk. Monk's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to review the game plan. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Levine in for DeRozan. Ball outside. Pass to Filipowski. Now Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And that one falls for Ball. And so Ball nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Ellis. And he lobs it up. Look at Levine throwing it down.
Such a fluid play. Levine is in the air right on cue to put a smooth finish on that alley-oop.
Howard with the ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Filipowski. Back to Howard. Here's Ball. Can't connect from short range. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 14. The 3 is up. Orlando with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to connect.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's Howard. No points so far. From 10 feet away. That's good from Ayton. On the assist by Ball. And the Magic lead by 16.
When Ayton is rolling, he is truly dangerous. He can just continue rolling with force all night long.
Ayton against Sabonis. Doesn't go that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. And here's Connect outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Connect's got 8.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Timeout called. Sacramento. And Sacramento with some changes. Williams is checked in for Sabonis. And DeRozan is subbed in for Murray. Bol, he's checked in for Orlando. Outside Monk. Williams a screen on Howard. Floats one, and the basket by Monk. 17 points in the game.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pass to Howard. Back to Ball. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the level of activity these guys bring to defense is special. Here are the league's leaders in steals. The Kings making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in.
Number 17, Jonas Valanciunas.
Kings trail by 17. Ellis passes to DeRozan.
Orlando foul. Howard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Now went on Ball. Sacramento shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for 2, Ellis.
First one falls. And so he's able to get one of two. Orlando leading by 16. There's Howard with the three. And another three for Orlando.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's DeRozan. He's covered closely. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Pass to Ellis. Now here's Levine. Williams from long range. Rejected by Bol.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Outside Levine. Looking to end the run. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Levine's got 8 points.
Off the pass, Levine is more or less just automatic. He just lets it fly.
Ball outside. Outside Bol. Filipowski for three. And so it's the Orlando Magic. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA.
No concerns about how Jalen Suggs will fit on this team. Tough, great leader, and he can ball out.
Yeah, football background, likes to mix it up, and he competes every game.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Orlando Magic.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, so cool in here.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Magic. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Domantas Sabonis is doing. Allie?
Guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Sacramento. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. And just like that, he's right back out there. That's some toughness. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Domantas Sabonis out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. So that's the five in the game for Sacramento.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
LaMelo Ball, one shot.
That one misses for Ball. And he gets the bucket. Ayton's got 19 points.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Outside LaVine. Sabonis with a screen on Reeves. LaVine gets the bucket.
Uses the pick to just perfection. LaVine knocking it down.
Pass to connect. Ball outside. From deep. And Caro no good.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Pass to LaVine. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. LaVine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Ayton against Sabonis. Back to Ball. Down low. Ayton, and Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan, and that one comes up a bit short.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Ball from 13 feet. Down it goes. Ball's got 19 points.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Back to Levine. No good on the shot. Magic leading by 20. The dive for the ball. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Now the Kings in transition. Levine can't hit. Orlando is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Ayton. Ayton draws the double. Banchero outside. Throws it up high. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's the three. And Ayton pulls it down.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
And here's Connect outside. Offensive rebound. And Ayton gets it to go. He's got 21.
Just a strong sequence there from DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And here's Levine. 13 points in the game. Pass to Sabonis. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Free throw drops for Sabonis.
Sabonis is the type of big that every team wants. Athletic, facilitates, great screener, and he finishes around the rim. He does so much.
Here's Baker. And the layup is good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so DeRozan will bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Ellis. Back to DeRozan. Outside Levine. And another miss by Sacramento.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And here's Reeves. Now Ball. Oh, DeRozan with the block.
The experience of DeRozan a step ahead of the shooter.
Over connect. And he gets it to go off the front iron. DeRozan's got 17.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Pass to Connect. Back to Ball. And out of bounds. The Kings will take it. All right, a chance to check out stats for DeAndre Ayton.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Kings trail by 21. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Pass to Levine. The three. It's hauled in by Black.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Reeves, the pass to Black. And Carroll with it. The 3-ball. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Banchero against Williams. It's good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Outside Reeves. The 3 from Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
DeRozan outside. Back to Levine. DeRozan, a screen on Reeves. Here's Levine. Here's Ellis. No good with the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Banchero. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Banchero's got 8 points in the quarter. The Kings have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Outside Levine. DeRozan for 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got his 3rd assist of the night.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Levine against Reeves. Pass to Banchero. Over Williams. Banchero no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 15 in the 3rd quarter. Williams passes to DeRozan. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Banchero. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Banchero's got 24 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
DeRozan outside. Back to Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Reeves. Here's Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Sacramento has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the 2nd half. Back to Levine. Inside.
Magic foul.
Malik Monk's checked in for Sacramento. And the Magic making a change here.
Substituting on the court.
Levine against Howard. Picked by Sabonis. There's the triple. Kept alive. The layup off target. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Here's Bol. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Murray's checked in for the Kings. LaRavia comes in for Zach Levine.
Shooting just 1.
And Bol, no good on that one. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
DeRozan against Howard. Here's Black.
Orlando foul. First personal foul. Second.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
The Magic making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in.
Finney Smith.
And the Kings shooting around 45% since the break. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. On the take. And the layup is good off the glass. DeRozan's got 24.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Howard against DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Sabonis has got 5 points in the quarter.
I like how aggressive Sabonis is inside. He just has a feel for how to score down there. Being left-handed also helps.
Bol, a screen on Monk. Black, no good. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. DeRozan outside. Back to Monk. On the wing, Murray. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Pass to LaRavia. 6 on the shot clock. And here is DeRozan. Sends it home from three-point land. DeRozan's got 16 points here in the second half. Here's Black, defended by DeRozan. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Puts up a 3. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Murray. DeRozan's got 30.
Encouraging to see DeMar DeRozan knock it down from 3. This helps open up the entire offense even more.
Here's Black. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. Howard, the pass to Finney-Smith. Knocks it down from distance. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to settle.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Magic. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Connect in at the small forward position. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And he knocks down the first one.
A guy who loves to play at a quick pace. Monk's speed and tenacity can make him very difficult to guard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so here is Orlando. They have a 19-point lead. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Back come the Kings in transition. And it's good for 2. Valanciunas has got his first bucket in this one.
Not just a scorer. Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
Outside Finney-Smith. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Ball no good. Kings trail by 17. Outside Levine. Fires for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And here's Connect outside. Rebound by Sacramento.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Ellis, good.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Magic leading by 14. Outside Finney-Smith. And here's Connect outside. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Levine feeling it out a bit.
Injecting energy into his team. That is what Malik Monk does.
For Orlando, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Now here's Ball. He's closely guarded. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
With his length, Ayton can easily get to the rim. In fact, he almost makes it look too easy.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ellis' shot is off.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Ayton passes to Ball. Good, and that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 19. To the inside. Valanciunas down low. He's against Ayton. And there's a 3-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Monday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
And Sacramento making a change here. Williams is checked in, and a change for the Magic. Banchero's checked in for Finney-Smith. And Banchero gets it to go.
That's his third three of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Now Levine. Pass to Ellis. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Orlando with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Now Banchero. And stolen by Williams. Levine with it. Monk finds Levine. Here's Valanciunas. Now here's Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Valanciunas. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis comes in for Valanciunas. And DeRozan is subbed in for Levine. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Orlando ball.
Here's Orlando. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Outside Reeves. And here's Connect outside. And another 3 for Orlando.
I just love the ball movement.
The Kings have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Ellis passes to Williams. And here is DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Clock at 6. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Monk passes to Williams. Here's Ellis. Stolen by Ayton. In transition. The 3 from Banchero. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer. DeRozan outside.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from DeRozan.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Levine, he's checked in for Ellis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Outside Monk. Williams with it. He's picked up by Banchero. And DeRozan gets it to go.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Pass the ball. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Pass to DeRozan from behind the arc. Howard grabs the miss. Here's Orlando. They're on a 16-6 run. From the line, Banchero no good. The Kings have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. It's Levine with a drive. Great D that time from Banchero.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
You can tell Ayton knows how to assert himself inside, refusing to back off because of some coverage.
Here's Levine. The baseline J is on the way. Williams passes to DeRozan. Monk with it. 4 on the clock. For 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Howard, the pass to ball. Ayton, a screen on Monk. Pass to Ayton. Howard with the ball. Fires the 3. Counted from distance.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
To the middle. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
As pure of a scorer as you will find in this league, DeRozan finds way to just score points night in, night out.
Back to ball. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
DeRozan with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
And he makes a first.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
So the Kings making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And a change for the Magic. Finney Smith's checked in. DeRozan hits them both.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
Pass to Banchero. DeRozan brings the double, and here's Howard. Fires the three. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Levine passes to Williams. The three. And it's DeRozan missing. Orlando shooting is around 55% so far. Pass to Banchero. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
DeRozan against Ayton. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they'll keep possession. Ellis. No good on the three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Magic.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for DeAndre Ayton.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
And he drops it first.
I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
Orlando making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. DeRozan hits them both. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Well, Sacramento shooting 40% so far in this one. DeRozan outside. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got 42 in the game. Orlando dictating the flow. Pass to Furphy. Here's Baker. He's guarded by Sabonis. To win the drought, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Shooting for Orlando, Baker at the line for 2.
That one's off. Good on the second one. Here's DeRozan. Outside Monk. There's a screen. Goes up from the top of the key, and he hits the jumper.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.